Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of SportsHubb Central. I am your host, Chad M, and finally, we are here at the Stanley Cup Finals. Who would have ever predicted the Los Angeles Kings and the New Jersey Devils? And that is what's so fantastic about this sport of hockey. You just never know which team is going to go on a run. You can throw all the regular season numbers out the window and all the stats, and that is why whoever wins this series is going to be the lowest seed in the history of the sport to hoist Lord Stanley. It's amazing. Now, before we get into breaking down the gambling aspect of this series here, I believe that there's some outstanding storylines and some tidbits I would like to share with the viewing audience. And we can start with the Los Angeles Kings, who have some players on this particular team that are very familiar with coming in, being this low seed. In particular, the number 8 seed, something that Matt Green and Jarrett Stoll both experienced when they were with the Edmonton Oilers in 2006. How about Mike Richards and Jeff Carter? Both of them were members of the 2010 Philadelphia Flyers team, who coincidentally knocked off this very same New Jersey Devil hockey team that was heavily favored over them. Another cool fact I find about the Stanley Cup year is there's another chance for the third coach in NHL history to take over a team more than halfway through the season and lead their team to a Stanley Cup victory. The same very organization they're playing, the New Jersey Devils, went through the exact same thing back in 1999 as Robbie Ftorek got fired and Larry Robinson took over behind the bench. And another cool thing here about this New Jersey Devil team is the fact that the last time they won a Stanley Cup, they had the exact same amount of wins in the regular season, 46. Call it quirky, call it coincidence, who really knows? Maybe there's something about that number 46. And when you talk about 40s, Martin Brodeur has an opportunity here to become the first goalie in NHL history to win a Stanley Cup at that ripe old age. And if he does, he definitely has to be put in the conversation with Patrick Waugh as the best goalie of all time in the sport of hockey. There's nothing better than sitting down and watching some cup hockey and actually making some dollar bills at the end of all this. The Los Angeles Kings, ever since they beat the Vancouver Canucks in the first round of this year's playoff, if they could beat the number 1, number 2, and number 3 seed, why can't they go on the road again and win another playoff series? After all, this team is breaking NHL records, having now won 10 straight playoff games and 8 in a row during this playoffs. Not even the 1980s New York Islanders or Edmonton Oilers dynasties were able to do something like this. This team is real special, and I don't think they're going to be stopped now. And when you look at the New Jersey Devils, sure, they've been on a nice little run, but they have not been able to play a team as complete as this Los Angeles Kings hockey team. The New York Rangers, they had their deficiencies. They couldn't score goals. The Philadelphia Flyers, the exact opposite. All they could do is score goals. They couldn't keep the puck out of their own net. And as much as I like Martin Brodeur and as good as he's played, Jonathan Quick is playing out of his mind right now. He is by far the best goalie in this year's playoffs. So when it comes to betting on them, every single game they're on the road, I'll be looking to take the Los Angeles Kings, as the Devils actually had a better road record than they did on their home ice. So when it comes to betting on the series here, I'm going to be all over the road team, in particular the Los Angeles Kings, who I believe are the superior hockey team. If they haven't lost on the road yet, why would you want to buck that trend now? And since I believe New Jersey's still going to put up a fight and they're going to win at least 2 games, I believe there could be some value on them if they're getting a nice plus price when they go back to the Staples Center for games 3 and 4 and possibly 6. That's a wrap for this week's episode of SportsHubb Central. I am your host, Chad. Thank you guys very much for tuning in once again, and I want you guys to get extremely involved this week. Make sure to get your comments below. I want to know who you guys think is going to win this series. Give a couple of pointers. Why the Devils? Why the Kings? What sort of edges do you see them having in the series? And don't forget to subscribe as well. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We're out there in the social media world. I know you guys are as well. Make sure to keep up to date with what's going on with the sports blog. And don't forget, the launch of BetHub is getting oh so close. BetHub, the sports betting social network. Real bets, real people.